Took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't want to be.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks as they match up with a former league MVP, Matt Ryan, and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
That's it, baby. We got one. The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own super team. Check 45 to right. No, check. Run left.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Wilson dancing to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be design runs as well as his scrambles.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
On first down, it's Lynch. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. On to stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
14.
On second down, it's Lynch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59 mark. Check, 59.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson steps away. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson, being chased out left. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. The starters defensively now for the Falcons. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third? And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. The numbers for Freeman a week ago. 19 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. 11 yards there, first down.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Ryan now off the bootleg. That's complete to his tight end, Paulson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line.
Logan Paulson is known as more of a blocking tight end. He's never had more than 28 catches in a season, but a nice grab there. Those types of players can often surprise you.
Stocker's got it, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Check 4, check 4.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And Dixon has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That was really well done right there. That almost looked like a training camp drill. Able to get outside of the pocket, kept his eyes downfield, and found his tight end for a nice first down. Much more difficult play than maybe he made it look.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this?
Check 59.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Wilson dancing to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Got it. He's not going to get me. Slam.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Watch the slant. Lunch 59.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, will see a game in the NFL 100 series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. What a spin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Gets it off to Freeman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Go 14. Easy.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
45. Watch the screen. Look left. Big
Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started in the Big Easy. Arizona heading to the Superdome to take on New Orleans. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. Michael Thomas, a touchdown reception. Next, we head up to the Windy City.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence. Some plays we want to run, these things worked well for us, and sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. I don't know if they scripted this drive or they're going off field, but that's 3 plays that are working pretty well.
Yeah, not only that, there's 3 first downs as a result. Might want to think about maybe taking a timeout on defense and trying to regroup, because their strategy thus far is simply not working.
Mike, down, ready, like 25. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
On first down, Freeman. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. Looking left sideline, incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again, as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Ryan finding Julio out wide. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's go.
They come out here in the eye. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's Olison, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Quadri Olison, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. That time a 9-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
That's it, baby. We gon' run.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson is complete to Lockett. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Mike, check.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the blitz.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson. That's caught by Jennings. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Lynch. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now Lynch, he's got it on the draw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Good job.
A 13-yard touchdown run. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rule seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Quadri Olison, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick 1st down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Lynch. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now Lynch. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Mike, check. Watch the out. 14. Check. One foot. Motion. Reset. Alert. Check 59. Easy.
Wilson to throw. Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So the victory here for Seattle, and this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watch.
You have a big decision here to make about one of your players. Your player is now ready to play. There is a high chance of re-injury if you play him.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Yeah. Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number.
All right, get moving, men. I don't want to see anyone walking around. Winners do not walk. Let's see some hustle.
Hey, 190. Full 15. Hey, 380. Right. Right. 380. Right. Right. 315. Right. Right. 280. Right. Right. 280. 380. Right. Right. 280. 380. Right. 250. 380. Right.
Well, fellas, there's not a whole lot I can say about that performance today. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Because if we repeat what I saw out there today at our next practice, it is going to be a very long season. We can do better.
Right. Full 15. Right. Right. 380. Right. Right. 380. 380. Right. Right. 315. 280.
Well, fellas, there's not a whole lot I can say about that performance today. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Because if we repeat what I saw out there today at our next practice, it is going to be a very long season. We can do better.
Right. 280. 280. Right. 280. Right. Right. 215. Right. Right. 190. Good, right.
3-15. Grenade cut. Tight. Grenade. Blue A tight. Tight. Grenade. Tight. Tight. 3-15. Tight. Tight. 280. Tight. Tight. 280. Tight. Tight. 280. Tight. Tempo, tempo. Tight. Blue fatigue. Green A tight. Tight. Flying 90. Green A tight. Tight. Blue fatigue. Green A tight. Tight. Green 80. Tight. Tight. Green 80. Tight. Tight. 315. Tight. Tight. 280. Green A tight. Tight. 280. Blue A tight. Tight. 280. Tight. Tight. Blue 15. Blue A tight. Tight. Flying 90. Tight. Tight. Blue 15. Tight. Tight. Green 80. Good tight. Tight. Green 80. Green 80 tight. Tight. 315. Blue A tight. Tight. 280. Cut. Cut. 280. Cut. Cut. 280. Cut. 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 190. Cut. Cut. 215. 380. Cut. Cut. 380. 380. Cut. Cut. 380. 380. Cut.
Well, fellas, there's not a whole lot I can say about that performance today. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get...
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single...
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Shoot, shoot.
25, 25, 25, 25.
They start the drive with Lynch. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
36 power.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute. But when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going. Able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
2nd and 6. At the 42-yard line.
On second down, it's Lynch. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 37. On 3rd and 1, Wilson dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. But if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Darian Stewart there to bring him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. 45 to 9.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson, wide open receiver, complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Check. One left.
Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Still churning. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a man open down the middle of the field. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Winston on 3rd and 2. He's got Evans. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Barber on 1st and 10. A look there at the numbers for Barber from last time. 15 carries, 57 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
On 2nd down, Barber. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
Jameis to throw it. Open man is Howard, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Winston gives to Barber. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll lead. Leads to a third down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
He's got it to Williams. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Winston lost the football.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They'll run here with Barber. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November.
Zebra. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On first and 10, it's Wilson being chased out left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Wilson now going to throw again. Steps away to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film set, exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Moore his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Now Ellington lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The running play there going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Well, this is caught by Williams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston on the move to his left. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. To throw, Winston. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Here's Barber. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Barber. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Gay's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26th. Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
12.
You ain't doing nothing today.
To throw is Wilson. To throw again. Buying time to his left. Completes it to Dixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Check nickel.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Rip left.
45, Mike, 45.
Front left. He's coming. Double up.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He can run, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Barber, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He completes it to Evans. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead is up to 15 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seattle defense getting set to go. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Winston. Setting up the screen here, it's Barber. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston looking for Perriman there. He's got him. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. Here's Winston. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. That's caught by Howard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Jameis to throw it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Extra point by Gay is up and good as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. They'll run with Lynch. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Lynch, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Seahawks, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,
problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got it take a week. These racks up, 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you, so let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it.
Hey, lady! Hey! Hey, lady! Hey! Hey, move the team! Good side! Hey, flying 90! 396! Hey, move the team! Move lane side! Hey, 380! Side! Hey, 380! Side! Hey, 315! Side! Hey, 280! Side! Hey, 280! Side! Hey, 280! 396!
Hey man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're gonna be just fine.
Hey, move the team! Relay side! Hey, flying 90! Relay side! Hey, move the team! Hey! Hey, 380! Hey! Hey, 380! Hey! Hey, 315! Relay side! Hey, 280! Relay side! Hey, 280! Side! Hey, 280! Relay side! Move the team. Start. Start. 190. Start. Start. Move the team. Good start. Start. 380. 390. Start. Go, let's go, let's go. Start. 380. Blue 80, start. Start. 315. Start. Start. 280. Start. Start. 280. Start.
Hey, hang out for a second. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. Today was just okay. And okay isn't gonna win ball games. This team goes as you go. So next practice needs to be much better.
Start. 280. Start. Start. Move 15. Start. Start. 190. 380. Start. Start. Move 15. 380. Start. Start. 380. 380. Start. Start. 380. Start. Start. 315. Start. Start. 280. Start. Start. 280. 380. Start. Start. 280. 280. Start. Start. Move 15. Start. Start. 190. 280. Start.
Hey, man, everything all right with you? Listen to me. You're an established player in this league. That comes with expectations. And today's performance didn't live up to those expectations. So let's change that to next practice, all right?
Start. Start. 380. Start. Start. 380. Good shot. Cut. 315. 3-9 cut. Hey, easy. Cut. 280. 280 cut. Cut. 280. Cut. Cut. 280. Cut. Cut. 215. Cut. Cut. 190. Cut. Cut. 215. Cut. Cut. 380. 380 cut.
Gentlemen, achieving our goals starts right here on the practice field. I can't stress that enough. You all know we have lofty goals for this season. If you want to achieve those goals, we gotta raise our game. Today just wasn't good enough. So next practice, we have to be much better.
Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. Wanna run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda make my cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide